Hi, Jim. I have a disability insurance question. I have two own occupational policies in addition to an employer policy. I practice radiology, specifically interventional radiology. However, as part of my job, I do practice some diagnostic radiology as well. My question is, if I were to become physically disabled and unable to practice interventional radiology, but still able to practice diagnostic radiology, would I still be able to receive a benefit or even a partial benefit? For example, if I were to become disabled and unable to practice interventional radiology, I may no longer have my current job.
Okay, Dave doesn't provide us a lot of specifics here, but he's got three policies and is wondering how they're going to pay in the event that he could still do diagnostic radiology, but couldn't, use his hands or whatever to do procedures. You want to take a stab at that one?
Yeah, I'll take a stab at it without knowing all the details. Obviously, I can't give him anything too pinpoint, but here's what I can tell you. Guardian came out with a definition not too long ago that said, if you make 50% of your income or spend 50% of your time doing interventional procedures and you get disabled and can no longer do them, then they go ahead and consider you totally disabled and pay you the full benefit. So they're the only company that's really come along and drawn a hard line in the sand of the 6 true own occupation companies. So with that one, it's really easy. If you're doing 30% interventional radiology and 70% diagnostic and you get disabled, they're probably going to pay you a partial or residual claim. So maybe they'll pay you 30% of the benefit to equal that 30% loss of your income. If it's 51% from Guardian, though, and you have that definition, then you can bank on them going ahead and paying you the full benefit if you can't do your procedures anymore. With the other companies like Principal and Emeritus and some of the others, we have found that it's a little bit more nebulous. Sometimes that can be in your favor. Sometimes it's not. They're going to define it as the material and substantial duties of your own occupation that you're doing at the time. So if you're kind of in that borderline 40, 50% interventional duties, procedures, and then you're with one of those companies, they may look at you and say, since you can still do diagnostic, we're going to pay you that 40 or 50% or whatever it may be of the benefit to equal the loss of income that you've experienced. That's kind of something they could do. However, we have seen them in situations where you were doing 60% interventional, 40% diagnostic, something like that, and they went ahead and paid the full benefit. So it really comes down to how they classify you and your duties, what percentage of your income was coming from it. The higher amount of your income that's coming from it, the more likely they are to pay you a full benefit. But at least if you have those companies with those riders, those residual or partial disability riders, absolutely important to get on your policy. At least they're going to pay you an equal percentage of benefit to the income that you've lost and pay you a partial benefit if they don't go ahead and give the total amount.
If you want your questions answered by the White Coat Investor, record your question at whitecoatinvestor.com/YQA or click the link in the description.